afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday afternoon. If you're not already a subscriber, don't forget to hit the sub button. We are going to be doing some spraying in today's video. You can see we've got the Amazon sprayer hooked on at the back. We've just pulled out into the field now to add the sprays to the tank. We have it filled with water. Yeah, we're in the part of our winter barley at the moment. So we've got a head spray to do on it just for disease. So doing that now, and then we also have to spray spring barley. There's 8 acres of spring barley up here as well in this plot of land. So the plan is to try and get the two of them done now in the one act. I want to get all this spraying done now because we will be doing silage later in the week. So that's the plan. We're going to get this done today. The last bit of preparations then tomorrow for the silage. So there will be another video tomorrow night, Wednesday night, to do with the silage. And some of the preparation, and then on Thursday we're going to mow out the grass, try and get mowed out Thursday afternoon, and maybe lift a few loads on just ourselves on Friday evening, and then on pause this, and then we'll be into the heavy lifting then of the silage on Saturday. So that's kind of the plan with that. So let's get the sprays in. We got a bit of footage then of me getting some spraying done. So we've got our sprays mixed in and we are spraying. We've actually got the first field done. We're almost halfway through this field. We'll actually be running out of the first tank of water very soon, so we're going to have to go and fill up again. The crop is as how I knew it would be, because I have seen it as I was spraying it and fertilising it all year. Good in some places, not so good in others, very sparse in others. This part of the field here is actually very good, but when you go back down the other side, but there's not just as much clay up on the hill, it's very sparse. So it's kind of how I expected that it would be. Let's see where we are now. We're more or less out of water, so we can go back and get filled up. The weather, as it always does, played a huge role in the crop and it getting to where it is at the minute. Going back to when it was planted last autumn, like we had very poor conditions leading right up to the planting time. The ground was damp. Kind of had to wait for a couple of dry days and get in and get it sown if you could. If your ground was good enough that you could get in and get it sown. Some people never got their winter crop sown last year at all. So in one regard we felt quite lucky that we did get it in, but the other side of it is now you can see that the fact that the soil was damp at planting time, emergence wasn't great. It was slow to come up, and yeah, some of the seed actually didn't come up, so that's played a huge part. Then the whole winter it was very wet, right the whole way through, more or less until March. Things changed then. We had a fairly dry spell, some sunshine, ground conditions improved, and it went the other way. We had no rain. It didn't have rain in this crop when it needed it. So it's been swimming in water initially in those first number of months, and then drought-like conditions then after that for the last, you might as well say, 2.5 months. So it has played a huge role in it. Straw is going to be very expensive this year, I'd imagine, because certainly here the crop is probably about half the size or the height that it usually is, and I see that in other fields too across the country. When you're driving around, you can see that on other crops that it just hasn't done as well as what it usually does. So yeah, we're going to have an expensive commodity in straw, and that's not what we need. So we shall fill up again and get this finished. I'll set the camera up, maybe try and get a couple of shots from outside the tractor, and yeah, we'll then get going on the spring barley and see how it's doing. So I'm just now in the spring barley. We've just finished spraying it, so we'll have a little look at it and just see how it has done since the last day we were up, and it's done quite well, I have to say. Now this end of the field here, does tend to be a little bit on the damp side, which has worked in its favour, because you can see it has grown fairly well, and it's a nice deep green, which is always a good sign as well. Now what I do see in it, see a lot of weeds in it down this end of the field. You can see them there now, just coming up in a few places. Our spray now should sort them out, but we'll keep a tight eye on it and see if it does. But overall, happy with how it's doing. There looks to be a fairly good plant population in it, so which is what you want. But again, it's going to need some rain over the coming weeks, and help it to just get on to the next number of stages in its plant growth. You can see along here there is just a bit where it's a wee bit sparse, a few more places up along the ditch here, but overall this end of the field is very good. Now there's an area of the field over the far side that has a few different places like that where it's just sparse, especially where there was some work done on it. There was a little bit of work on the land where it was put back, could be a couple or 3 years ago, and you always seem to get that even in a good year. But yeah, overall quite happy with it, and we'll just have to keep a tight eye on it and see how it does. Right, so we're going to head back to the yard now. Probably set the camera up maybe and do a little time lapse just heading back to the yard. So let's do that. So that's the spraying done and dusted for another few weeks. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of just a ride along, if you like, and have a look at the crops as I'm doing them, and a kind of a crop update, if you like. Tomorrow's video, as I said, back at the silage, bits and pieces. Trailers have been done, harvest has to come out. Never got the harvest right over the weekend. Too much other things going on, so it just didn't happen. So yeah, that'll be all going on tomorrow, and then Thursday mowing. So there'll be probably videos. Don't know if there'll be a video maybe mowing on Thursday. It could be on Friday evening when it goes up, but there'll be silage videos then, hopefully over the weekend, a few videos on that. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. See you tomorrow. So my friends over at Olight have sent me out a couple of little lights here to have a look at. They are having a special flash sale on Friday 29th of May, which is this Friday coming, and they sent me out two lights that are head of that flash sale, if you like. The first one is this very nice, it's an i5T EOS, and it is now in the special edition Desert Tan, they call it. So it's a lovely little pocket, kind of a pocket torch that you just carry around with you. Again, being Olight, very well made, and a bright little light. See the way there's a couple of different settings on it. Just a lovely little button here on the back of it, but lightweight and something you could carry about with you. And if you needed a light, very useful. Recommended retail price for this is $32.95, and it is reduced 25% off, so it's down to $24.71 on the day. So just something that anyone who's looking for a light or is into their Olight stuff, it's just a chance to make a purchase and save yourself a couple of quid. So that's the first one. So lovely little light. Light number 2 is this one here. It is the Olight M2R Warrior. So it's got 1500 lumens, and there's a maximum throw of 208 meters. So this is a little bit bigger than some of the other lights that they've sent me out. Again, as always, some very nice packaging on it. You can see it is this one here then is included in a small case, which is very neat. So kind of a case that you can pop your belt through it. You just could carry it then on your belt, or you could just carry it in your pocket or carry it in a rucksack or a bag, depending on what you want to do. But this now you see is it's a bigger torch. 2 different buttons on this. You can turn it on from the back here, or you can also, there's a button here down on the top. So both do the same thing. Again, lightweight but very well made, and again, as with most Olight, there's like a few different, like that's the low one that gets higher, so there's all different settings. I think there's a strobe on it as well. So lovely light. This here is going to be on sale on Friday as well for anyone who is interested. Recommended retail price of this is usually $74.95. There's 40% off between 8 PM and 10 PM, and that takes it down to about 40, just under £45 for it. So it's a really, really nice light. So yeah, again, anyone who's in the market for one, don't be afraid to head over and purchase one. There is a link down below, the affiliated link, so you can go down, click in through it, and if you're interested, buy a light. Also, there's any lights that you're interested in that aren't on sale, don't forget to use the Jerry 10 discount code, and it gets you 10% off. So even if there's something there that you wanted, stick in the Jerry 10 into the discount box, and when you're at the checkout, and you'll get some money off. So great lights. Yeah, really love them now at this stage. Didn't know much about them. They contacted me a number of months back, and they've sent me out a few different lights, and yeah, make fantastic stuff. And the more I see of their stuff, the better I like it. So yeah, that's it. If you're interested, head over there. It's this Friday, 29th of May, and yeah, get yourself a light. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.